Hey y'all, Jaybird here. Uh, Thought I'd do a little catch up sort of rant video today. Uh, I am kind of struggling right now. I am very sick with the flu. I caught the flu like I think it was late Saturday night, and I got up Sunday morning to go to work, and I was just so sick. And I went to work for like 4 hours, and I couldn't make it any longer, and I had to leave. And I went home, and on Monday I made it down to my doctor's office, and he got me in, and I was so sick. I had like a fever of like 101, and I was feeling horrible. And my doctor prescribed a couple of things. He prescribed Tamiflu for the flu, and he gave me a little bottle of like heavy-duty cough medication because I've been just coughing my brains out. So I have been just not doing much this week, sick in bed, trying to rest as much as I can, but it was Thursday afternoon I realized that I'm still sick, yet my medications were running out because this Tamiflu my doctor gave me was only like 10 pills, 2 pills a day. So I knew that Friday it was going to run out. So I called my doctor's office and I'm like, can you go ahead and refill these prescriptions I just got on Monday? And they're like, well, we'll let you know. I was like, okay. So the doctor's office, of course, calls this morning when I'm sleeping and leaves a message saying, uh, we refilled the prescriptions for you, but you have to come down to the office to pick them up. I'm like, oh, great. We couldn't just give them to my pharmacist, fax them over. I guess it's because it was a doctor's signature was on it. They couldn't do that. But anyways, I go down to the doctor's this morning to pick up the renewal of the prescription. I go in and there's only one prescription. I was about ready to walk away. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is just a refill for the cough medicine. What about the Tamiflu? And the ladies are like, oh, we don't know. And they sort of like go into a group and they go around the corner. I'm like, what's going on? And then they came back out and they're like, well, I'm sorry, the doctor won't refill that particular prescription. I was like, what? I have the flu. This is Tamiflu. Did you think that the flu was going to go away in just 5 days? I mean, why not? And they're like, well, if you want to talk to the doctor, you have to make an appointment. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm about ready to get angry. I'm about ready to do something stupid. I just left. So I just left. Went down to the pharmacy, give the lady the prescription for the cough medicine, and she's standing there at the computer, and I could tell something was going on. And she turned, she's like, well, I can't refill this prescription until February 4th. I'm like, well, why not? She says, well, there's a prescription medicine of some kind, a narcotic medicine. I'm like, what is it? And there's like, well, there's hydrocodone in the cough medicine. I'm like, well, big deal. What do they think I'm going to take the whole bottle and guzzle this stuff to just try to get a buzz from the painkiller? Anyways, they wouldn't refill that either. And I was just, boiling level reaching the top. Like I just turned and walked away from the lady at the pharmacy, and I kind of hear her in the background going, well, what do you want me to do with it? And I just want to say, I don't give a shit if you stick it up your ass sideways for all I care. But not that I would ever say anything like that to some poor person working at the pharmacy, but I was not too happy, to say the least. I'm just going to have to struggle along with my flu without much help from the doctor or the pharmacist. And so I came home. I lied around for a little while, feeling like shit. And then about 2:15, I hear the postman drive up and put stuff in the box. And I'm like, oh yes, episode 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones is coming from Netflix today. I'm like, yeah, something cool to watch, something to cheer me up, make me feel better. So I kind of go back to what I was doing, and then I hear my roommate leave to go to work. I'm like, well, okay, I'll go out and get my stuff out of the mailbox now. So I go outside and I open the box, and it's empty. I'm like, no! My stupid ass roommate, on his way to work, grabbed everything out of the mailbox and took it with him. So there goes my episodes of Game of Thrones to sit in his car all day, and now I have to wait until his sorry ass gets home to hand me my mail, which he never should have taken in the first place, so I can enjoy Game of Thrones. So, needless to say, it hasn't been the best day in the world for me. I've gone from one frustration to another to another. It's hard when you're sick. The world is hard when you're sick. But anyways, the only thing that really happened this week that was good and happy for me was I finally got my journal that I talked about. I don't know if y'all remember one of my last videos where I talked about my 10 resolutions, but one of my resolutions this year was to be more artistic, and I wanted to do that by journaling, journalizing, however you want to say it. And I looked around for a few weeks here at home and couldn't find any decent journals, just little pink diaries that like girls would have, and that's not me. So I found a really cool journal online. I wanted to show it to you. This thing is awesome. It only cost me like $40. It's leather bound, a leather bound tome, and this is kind of a Game of Thrones look to it. On the back here, got a couple of hippogriffs, and it's got all this, inline work and stuff on it. And on the front, there's more hippogriffs, like on the front, a little round symbol and stuff. I love this thing. It's awesome. It's got a great smell to it, and it's got latches for closing it. And I got myself a little lock that will fit perfectly on the latch, so I can lock up my private journal here. It's really nice for the price. And I thought it was awesome when I opened it up that the paper inside is not just your standard regular soft mushy kind of paper, the kind with lines and stuff on it. It's just plain basic white. And some of the pages have got stains and stuff on it. It's almost like it's the old-fashioned papyrus type paper. You can actually feel this paper. It's very thick. It's heavy duty. It's the kind of stuff that, if it did get wet or something, it wouldn't destroy the paper. The paper would still be functional and workable. And I really love it. And I'm going to start journaling tomorrow on February 1st. I have a dear friend who has a really terrible anniversary on February 1st. And she knows who she is. If she's watching this, she'll know what I'm talking about. But I decided to take that bad anniversary and turn it into a good anniversary for me. Turn it around, You like to be able to do that with things. Take something bad, a bad memory, and turn it into a good memory by doing something very different, something useful, something meaningful to change those memories. We can all do that. So I'm going to start my journaling tomorrow, February 1st. New month, new year, new beginnings. Who knows? I love my journal. So wish me luck with that. This will be fun. Trying something that I haven't done in a really long time. So there you go. Ooh, long video, 9 minutes. I don't know who watched this. It's so long. But if you have watched it to the end, thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Comments are awesome. Cheers, y'all.